Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So, video on the EF today. Doing a little modification that I've been wanting to do ever since I got my first car, which was this. Ever since I first got this, ever since I got my license and got a car. It is kind of a bit iffy what I'm doing, but I'm actually getting rid of this steering wheel and replacing it with an aftermarket drift wheel. So I've always wanted to have an aftermarket steering wheel in my car, and I found one that I really liked, and I finally bought it. I got all the bits together, and today is time to put it in. So yeah, so this is the box that my steering wheel is in. I've got the Boss kit in here. I just bought a SAS Boss kit, but I just chucked it in this box so everything was together. So I got the steering wheel from D&D Performance, which is an American company. I had to get it on back order because these are obviously really popular and they were sold out. But open it up. It says welcome to the team. It's a really nice boxing here, and this is the wheel here. So it's a nice Alcantara steering wheel with nice brushed paint job on there. Classic red stripe and red stitching that I like as well. So it's really soft, and it's going to be really good in this car. So we put that up there. Obviously this is the Boss kit here for it. And then I've got a D&D horn, which I'm going to use because it matches the wheel. I was going to use this one, but they actually, because this didn't come with all this actually got sent out separately, and I didn't realize that I was getting this, so I was going to use this one, but I'm actually going to use this one. And I'm also going to use the silver colored bolts instead of the black, just because it breaks it up a little bit, makes it different. And they also sent me a air freshener with it, which is really cool, and this awesome sticker, so we'll find a place to put this at the end of the video as well. So yeah, I got all my equipment out here, and focus. I got my equipment out here, ready to go. So I've disconnected the battery about 15 minutes ago, so all the power should be out. Just to be safe, I'm going to find the fuse for the airbag and pull it out, because we don't want the airbag going off in our face, because that's going to be all kinds of dramas that we don't want, like bleeding noses and stuff. So yeah, I'm going to get straight into that, and then we'll go ahead and take the steering wheel off. Alrighty, so there's our fuse up there. I've just pulled it out. Just here, so the one says airbag. Get rid of that because we don't want it. And then I probably won't put it back in to begin with. That way the aero light doesn't come back on because I'm not putting it in. So yeah, we'll get straight into this. So to get all this off, I'm just going to pull all this molding out that I put in here. It's all faded and gross anyways, so it's in there a bit tight. That should be fine for now, just so I can get through all of this. So I'll pull this one out. There we go. Alright, so we get rid of that. So to get this off, we got to go pop these holes off with a little screwdriver, and there'll be 2 bolts in there and then one on that side. 2 bolts in there, undo them, and then we'll be able to release this off, and then we can undo the plug, and then we should be right to pull it all out. Alright, so there we go. So there's our bolts. Looks like it was 10mm. So we get our 10mm socket out and undo those. Pull it out. There we go. Okay, don't know where that went. So now that they're undone, we'll be able to just lift that out. And that's our airbag, all in here, so we don't want to settle that off. So there's a little plug just up here. I'll just bring the camera closer. So there's a little plug. Oh, gotta be careful there. Yeah, there's a little plug just there, so we want to unclip that, and then I'll give you a detail of the steering wheel. So yeah. Alrighty, so here's the inside of our steering wheel. So we're going to need a Torx bit for that piece. But we'll get our Phillips head and we'll unscrew all this cruise control stuff, and then these screws here. So there's 3 here and then 4 here that we need to undo before we can actually get the steering wheel off. And then we'll undo that. So yeah, let's get into it. Alrighty, so all those little ones are undone. So I'm just going to get a Torx bit out so that we can undo this one. And then we can enjoy the funness of pulling a steering wheel off. So you guys get to see that. Hopefully I don't punch myself in the face. Alrighty, so that's out. So I'm just gonna set the camera up and pull it off. Just one more thing real quick. Unplug this cable here. That's the horn one. Because you don't want to rip all that out. So yeah, airbag and horn are undone. So we'll be able to remove it now. So I'm just gonna, that should come off with the rest of the steering wheel, but I'm just gonna clip all that as well, just to be safe so nothing's caught on anything. So yeah, alrighty, so here we go. It says to use an actual tool, but man, may need a hammer. I'll be back. Alrighty, so I've actually got a proper puller here. So I found that in the shed. So I'm gonna do that onto there. I'll put that little bolt back in so that I don't damage the thread. And once we pop that off, we should be able to pull it off. So yeah, let's go. Alrighty, so it's got my 19mm socket here for the end of here. So I'm just gonna line it up and then get some pressure against it, like that. Get that going. And there we go, we got it. So just undo this, and then undo these little ones. Ditch them. And then we got, just undo this one. And there we go. So our steering wheel is now off, and our plastic cover, so we can get rid of the plastic cover. We don't need that, and get rid of this wheel. But we're gonna keep it in case we get defected, because then I'll have to put it back in. So yeah, here we go. So that's all this here. Just gonna leave all that on. So yeah, that's how we look like here. This is the horn one, and that's the airbag one, so we don't actually need to attach that one or anything, so we'll just curl that one up inside the boss kit. And then yeah, this one is our horn. So we got 3 wires there, so I don't have to connect them to that. So yeah, alrighty, so we got our boss kit here, and that little arrow just there on that top screw hole is our rotation. So obviously it'll slide through there. So I'm just going to pull these cables through. Alrighty, so I've got that done up now. I will tighten it once I've bolted the steering wheel on. But I'm gonna have to work out, because that's for horn and cruise control, so I'm gonna have to work out powers and stuff like that for the horn. But yeah, we'll get all that going in a sec. Alrighty, so I've just reconnected the battery. So now I can hook up my terminals to my horn and then test that it's gonna work and which way it works. So yeah, just gonna do that now. So that's all connected and now works. I've just chucked a little bit of insulation tape on there just to avoid these two from contacting, since they're so close and the little silicone things aren't enough. I do have heat shrink in there, but I'm too lazy to go out and get my blowtorch and get all that out and stick that on there and cut it and everything. So I'm just gonna do it like this, it'll be fine. So we got all the polarity right and working. So I'll just tuck those in there and we'll bolt our wheel on. Alrighty, so here is our wheel. Let's get our nuts ready. Pour all those into my center console here so that we're all good to go. We'll start off with one. Alright, I just got to fit the backing plate too. So we'll chuck that one on there. Get our first one ready. There we go. Now start screwing the rest in now. And now I'll just tighten up this one once more. There we go. That is on there nicely. Feels good too. I don't have to adjust my seat though. But this is what we got. So it's all bolted on. And then I'll just fit the horn and tuck all this in. And then that should pretty much be it. Alrighty, so the horn's fitted. Got a nice bolts around there. That's the wheel. So I'm just gonna get all this stuff out of the floor well here and adjust my seat to how it's gonna fit with all this. And then yeah. Alrighty, so we've got it all started up. Indicators still cancel out. Wheels turn good. We do have an airbag fault light on the dash, but it just says airbag and it's not really gonna bother me. So I thought it might turn off because I took the fuse out, but apparently not. So I'm just gonna clean up all my mess that I've made, and then we'll chuck our sticker on, go for a drive, and that'll be it. Alrighty guys, so we actually got a few stickers to put on. I've actually got a downshift sticker that I got a while ago that I still haven't put on yet. So we'll put that one on. And then I've also got this one that says, see you at the finish line. So we'll put that one on as well. I found a spot for this D&D one. I'm gonna put it on the rear quarter glass window. So we'll go do that now. There we go, we've got that one there with all the other stickers. So I'll get these next two on. I'm gonna put the downshift one there because I've actually got a space for that because I've been planning for this one. And then we'll go find it somewhere else for the other one. And there we go. So there's our downshift sticker and I'll see you at the finish line. Just one more look. This is how our steering wheel looks. So yeah. Alrighty guys, so I'm out on the test drive at the moment. It actually feels like I'm driving a proper race car because I'm sitting a bit further back and yeah, it just feels so open. It's a lot smaller than the other wheel, I've just realized, and so it's a little bit different, but I kind of like it. It's nice and soft to touch and it drives really well with it. It's really fun to drive with it. So I'm not going to be really able to get any footage of it because I don't have my tripod set up in here to get it footage and stuff like that, but yeah, it's pretty good. Alright guys, that'll be it for this video. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you do a steering wheel like this, please be warned, removing your airbag is not legal. You will get into a lot of trouble for it and defected. I'm really willing to take the risk because I barely ever drive it because most of the time I drive that. So this is only like a show car sort of thing, and eventually we're going to be a track car. So yeah, disclaimer, I'm not responsible if you decide to copy me. But yeah, I'm super pumped with it, super happy with it. So yeah, it's been sitting in my room for about 5 weeks and I've just been meaning to do it every weekend, but I keep forgetting. But yeah, I hope you guys liked it. Please like, comment, any questions, and subscribe. This is gonna go on display in my room somewhere because yeah. So yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video.